Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Harcourts Rata & Co. HQ. My name is Tony Lombardi, Director and Auctioneer. Throughout the crowd, you will see some of my colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, the listing agent, Steve Marino. We're here to assist you with any questions that you may have in regards to the property, the documentation, and of course, and most importantly, to assist you with the bidding. I'd like to go through the rules and regulations that are going to assist you in bidding and buying this fantastic property here today. The auction will be conducted in accordance to any additional conditions that were made available for inspection before the start of the auction. The auction rules prohibit an auctioneer from accepting bids offers on the property after the property has been knocked down to the successful bidder. The vendors have a reserve price. As the auctioneer will indicate bidders on request, the law prohibits false bids, prohibits major disruptions by bidders, and prohibits bidders from attempting to prevent others from bidding and provides fines for this conduct. The rules prohibit vendor bids. The words that were used during the auction indicate make behalf of the vendor are vendor bid. By law, only I as the auctioneer can make a vendor bid. We'll buy as I'm here to sell. If you're here to buy, please raise your hand, call your bid out in a nice, clear voice, use the assistance of one of my colleagues. I wish you all the very best with the bidding. We do have a couple of phone bidders for this particular property as well. Ladies and gentlemen, where do we see a fair and reasonable place to start the bidding? Number 8, Hillgrove Way, Mernda. Where do we see a start? What's it worth, buyers? Any bid's a good bid. Happy to start wherever you like. Where do we see a start? What's it worth? Where do we see that opening bid? Harcourts Rata & Co. On-site, online, in-room auctions. Take your pick. In-room here tonight, ladies and gentlemen, at HQ. Where do we see a start? What's it worth? Summer auction series off with a bang at 8 Hillgrove. In Mernda, where do we see a start? Any start is a good start. Happy to start wherever you like. I know we've got many potential buyers here, ladies and gentlemen, seen the property multiple times. Where do we see that opening bid? Any bid's a good bid. Happy to start wherever you like. Any bid's a good bid. Where do we see that start? Happy to start wherever you like. Harcourts Rata & Co. On-site, in-room, online. Where do we see that start, guys? Streaming live on Facebook here from our headquarters at 1337 Settlement Road in Thomastown. I've got plenty of time, ladies and gentlemen. Happy to wait. At 1337 Settlement Road in Thomastown. That's where we're calling from here this evening, ladies and gentlemen. Highest bidder will have the first right to negotiate at the vendor's reserve price. Happy to take it at any level. Any level will do. Where do we see that start? What's it worth? Where do we see that opening bid? We're going to call it 3 times. First, second, third, final call. 8 Hillgrove Way. Mernda, we're all done, all finished, all silent. Number 8, Hillgrove Way, Mernda. Where do we see that start?
Very shy.
Very shy. Very shy start. That's okay. First one's always slow to get out of the blocks. Happy to take the time. We know we have interest, ladies and gentlemen. We know that there's people interested wanting to buy. Highest bidder will have the first right to negotiate the vendor reserve price. Make that very, very clear. Can be any level whatsoever. It's got to be worth something, surely. It's not even worth 100,000. Surely not. Where do we see a start?
If you buy for that, you've done well.
Where do we see that start?
You will.
Happy to start wherever you like. Happy to start at any bid. Any bid.
Any bid will do. So
Happy to start. Where do we see a start? What's it worth? Where do we see that opening bid?
I know.
Plenty of time to start, Steve. Where do we see it? You want to talk to your client, Paul? If you want to speak to your client there, Tim. Where do we see a start?
Someone's got started.
Happy to start at any level here.
Here or not?
No, we won't be, promise you. It will get started. Always does. Where do we see that start? Where do we see the opening bid? Any bid's a good bid. Happy to start wherever you like.
You're not sure.
Where do we see a start here? Got to call it 3 times. First call, second call, third and final call. We'll pass the property in if there's no better bid. I'm going to call it 3 times. First, second, third, final call at 8 Hillgrove. We're all done, all finished, all silent. Yes, no, maybe. Done, finished, silent.
You don't want to negotiate?
Going to have a quick chat with my vendor, ladies and gentlemen. I won't keep you too long.
Yeah, all right, give a call back in a minute.
Very easy decision, ladies and gentlemen. Answer's very, very clear. I'm going to put it back to your competition. I'm going to call it 3 times. If there's no better, we're going to start at, where do we see a start? First call at 8 Hillgrove Way, Mernda. Second call at 8 Hillgrove Way, Mernda. Third and final call at 8 Hillgrove Way in Mernda. I'm going to start at 500. The vendor bidder with me at $500,000 is the bid. First call at $500,000. Second call at $500,000 the bid. Third and final call at $500,000. All done, all finished, all silent at $500,000 the bid. First, second, third, final call at $500,000 the bid. Done. Finished, silent at $500,000. We're all done, all finished, all silent at $500,000 the bid. We're done, finished, silent at $500,000. Steve just confirmed you guys happy to miss out. Paul's saying just want to get a confirmation there at $500,000 the bid. Appreciate you bidding at $500,000 the bid. We're all done, finished, silent at $500,000. We're done, finished, silence. Well, I'm going to hold it open private negotiation. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for that one. We will move on to our next auction relatively quickly. Won't keep you too long. Thank you very much.